can change, akhi.
Yep.
You can change.
Okay.
But yes, 100%. After a certain age, doing certain things a bit qarhis.
Yeah.
Like, come on, sahib.
Yeah.
But for me, after getting the 7 years and going in prison,
7 years, actually. What, do half or 7?
yeah, 7 do
7.5,
3.5.
yeah, 3.5.
But then in prison, I got other stuff, so I ended up doing just a bit more than 3.5. I got 3 year, 8. I think I done. And anyway, moving from prison, it wasn't overnight again. Same way it wasn't overnight to go into the game. It wasn't overnight to come out of the game.
Yeah.
It was lots of small stories that I've probably mentioned in other podcasts that I've been on, but lots of little things started happening to me that I started to check my emotions a bit more. I started to check my actions a bit more. I started to not just react to things and think about things a bit more. Salah became an important thing for me. Stopping music became an important thing for me in prison. Meeting good people in prison became a good thing for me. And so it was a step by step. But when I probably finally said I'm not going to do it anymore, I was in High Point prison. So by now I'm in adult jail because I was in juvie, then I went adult. I was in High Point. I probably had about a year left. Started practicing by then, prayed, but still had gang issues. So if someone said, look, my man's coming to that prison and this happened here, all right, coach, sort it out. So that was still happening, rob people for their phones and things like that was still happening, but I was still praying. I was still trying to be a good person, but I was still, so you're still kind of dipping in and out of those
Well, you're
things.
1 foot in, 1 foot out.
You get it,
Yeah.
but it was in prison, so there's only so much you can do. And I remember I met a brother called, I forgot his name, Ibrahim. May Allah have mercy on that brother, mashallah.
Amen.
Albanian, skinny, beard. And I just used to look at him and think, what are you in prison for? You look like a civilian. Like, when you just see someone, you think, you're a civilian, you're
innocent.
a good person. What are you doing here?
You're too good for this
That's
place.
how they were looking at me in prison. I'll tell you that now. But I was like this, bro. Everything I see,
What am I doing here?
Wallahi, Abti, I've never been arrested
No.
before that,
Yeah.
In my life, never got arrested. before that.
Yeah.
But I was just looking at it like that.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
No, so I met this brother called Ibrahim, and I used to listen to music at this time still, and he's Muslim, and he knows I'm Muslim, and I think it was Ramadan was coming up, or just about to start, and my cell was opposite his cell, but like in a sense of wings, so I don't know how to explain it, but it wasn't like face-to-face cell, it was opposite side, like maybe about 500 meters, I could see his cell, and actually Ramadan probably did start because it was suhoor, and nighttime came in, I turned off my lights, but I could still see his lights. And he's one of those people who gave his TV away. So in prison, TV is like
Gold.
Yeah.
that's gold dust.
Yeah.
That's what keeps your brain ticking over to some
100%,
degree.
the shows,
keep you entertained
yeah,
and
100%,
let your years go flat. So when a person doesn't have a TV in his soul, people think you're majnoon.
yeah.
Like you
Well,
must
that is
be
right.
mad.
Yeah, you're
For
doing.
you to
You're
give away a
riding base. You're
TV,
riding voluntary basic.
100%.
Yeah.
You're mad.
Yeah.
So he put his TV under his bed and he just had his legs crossed like that and reading Quran. And that was like nighttime, 10 o'clock. So I've gone, whatever. Once I said, I went in bed, woke up for suhoor. The guy's in the same position reading Quran. I'm thinking, this guy is mad. Next morning, I see him. I said, yo, Ibs, like, what? You just stay up at night reading? He goes, yeah, akhi. Just very soft. Very soft. And so from his persona, I got this kind of feeling, well, what makes a person like that do that? What makes a person so resilient that whilst people are sleeping, he gives away his TV, he reads, and he's so humble.
Contentment, bro.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that kind of curiosity made me want to chill with. I don't need to chill with him, but I just wanted to chill with him to learn from him.
Yep.
He knows I'm listening to me. He won't say nothing about my music. He knows I'm gangbanging. He won't say nothing about my gangbanging. He'll just talk about the deen. Akhi, you know what? When you come out, you should try to be a better person. I had the advice. And from then, it was just, I just said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna leave all of this stuff. Started praying properly, started stopping music, and any gang issues that came my way, I just said, I ain't on it. If you want it, go see him. Don't call my name. Fully.
Yeah.
That's it. And once I'd done it, I'd done it. It wasn't like I'm a person. If I'm in it, I'm in it.
Yeah.
And if I'm out of it, I'm out of it.
Yeah.
Like it's not. Do you get what I mean?
You can't serve two
This is the
masters.
beautiful thing about Deen, is as I've got older, I've my perspective's changed on Deen. I've realised, obviously, being born Muslim, alhamdulillah, it's amazing.
Blessing in itself.
It's a blessing in itself. Do you know what I'm saying? And with our culture, especially being Somali, it's very centered around Islam. And as I've got older, I've realised I've seen people that come into Islam, and I realise more times often than not, they're more drawn towards how people Muslims conduct themselves. That's what attracts them to Islam. So you mentioning that, brother Ibs.
Yeah,
that
it
you
wasn't
saw in
about
prison.
hadith or anything like that. It was just how he
It's just
conduct
how they
himself.
conduct themselves and how they deal with each other. And I've realized that's how people are drawn into Islam. They're like, okay, maybe I'll learn all the, you know, the Quran and Arabic and the hadiths and who the prophets are, and I'll link all of those things together. But the first thing they look at is, let me look at these Muslim people and
Mannerisms.
see their mannerisms, as you said, how they conduct themselves, how they deal with each other, what is their beliefs like, and that's just amazing to hear.
This is
Wallah.
it, akhi. What did they say about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? They said
Sallallahu
he was
alaihi wasallam.
rahmatul lil alameen. Rahma meaning mercy. And rahma comes from also the womb. In Arabic, rahm means womb. Who's the most merciful person in this world, akhi?
Your mum.
It's your mum, akhi. Every human being will say the most merciful person to me is my mum. Anyone in here cannot deny that. You couldn't say my dad is better than my mum. Lie to yourself. I'm trying to say to you. Unless you didn't have your mum in your life, it's a different story.
Yeah.
But if you've had your mum in your life, then you know your mum is the most merciful human being to you.
Of course.
Do you get it? So the Prophet ﷺ was what? He was the rahmatul lil alameen. He was the most merciful of all of the people. Akhi. So when you look at it from that perspective, I missed my point. I was
We was going towards the deen. We was talking about Ibs.
Yeah, character, sorry.
Yeah.
Rahmatul lil alameen. So when you look at someone like Ibrahim now, it was just his mercy and his character. So a lot of us, when we're talking about da'wah, and for those people who are in da'wah, the reason why we fail in da'wah is because we're too centered on ilm, and you should get it. Don't ever get it twisted. But the ilm doesn't mean anything if you don't have akhlaq.
Yeah, akhlaq is number one. Yeah.
If you don't have akhlaq, akhi, you have no ilm. Simple as that. This is why Imam al-Shafi'i, his mom, sent him to learn akhlaq before she told him to learn ilm. Imam al-Shafi'i is what we follow.
Yeah,
by the way.
Shafi'i is cool,
The
yeah.
Muslim group in Somalia, the majority of us, we follow Shafi'i.
Yeah, we're Shafi'is, yeah.
So Shafi'i, that's how he learned this deen, akhi, is through having mannerism first. When you look at Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, mannerisms, any of the scholars of the past, akhi, they had etiquettes. A lot of our age groups now, and when I don't mention no names of the da'wah people on our social medias today, they do khair, akhi. MashaAllah, I'm never going to knock anyone and be like some side guy critic.
Yeah.
But if it was private to private, I'd say fix up, akhi.
Yeah, 100%.
Just work on your
100%.
manners.
Just forget all this ilm
mannerisms.
stuff.
Yeah.
And conduct yourself properly, bro.
Yeah,
and then
100%.
people will fold into Islam in
much
more
better.
numbers than they're already doing. Because you already know the
Yeah.
numbers are crazy right
Yeah,
now.
100%.
The numbers are crazy.
It's crazy.
With
What
the da'wah
did
scene,
you-
I think-
you know, I was going to say, sorry, it was on the numbers.
Yeah.
Just a quick shout out to Lucia Masjid,
No,
bro.
mashallah.
I don't know if you guys have seen it
Yeah,
on
I have.
TikTok.
Of course, from
The
last year, man.
amount of
Even from Harry.
shahadas they get,
Brother.
bro, the amount of
The
shahadas they
turnaround is
get, the
crazy over
turnaround,
It's crazy, akhi.
and it's people from all walks of life.
Yeah.
Sorry to have, I just
No,
wanted to bring, but
Wallah,
that's
it's
all.
amazing. You're right.
Yeah.
Wallah, you're 100%
Yeah,
right.
that was the place for me, man. Like, that's a place I want to go as well.
Actually, just a
Yeah.
quick one, yeah, just because it's good that what you said.
No,
Is there like a way, like if there is more people that do want to turn into Muslim, is there a way of like contacting, or is there a better way to go through that want to become Muslim, that want to revert? How would they get to Lucian Masjid?
Wallah, Imam Shakur already, mashallah, may Allah, put barakah in his scales, because he's a man that does a lot, akhi. And he changes his number a lot because so many people get his number trying to solve the problems of the world. Do you get it? Like a one man can't solve everyone's problems, akhi.
Yeah.
But it's an attestment, the reason why he has to change his number, because everyone gives out his numbers.
Yeah.
People from Northwest are calling, akhi, call your local imam. But they don't, and they come to Lucian because, mashallah,
again, man.
the person he is, he does a lot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I don't want to put dust in his face.
No.
But
He does a lot.
the best way you'd say is go
But
to your
yeah,
local mosque.
Go to your local
which
mosque.
I
You don't need to
understand
come all the
fully,
way
yeah,
Lucian
yeah,
or anywhere. There's no
I get it,
barakah on our side,
yeah,
akhi.
yeah, yeah.
It's khairin everywhere you go, akhi. Just go to your local mosque,
and that's it.
and you're a
That's if
Muslim,
you
akhi.
genuinely want to become
Exactly.
a
DM
Muslim.
people.
There you go.
DM people. Say I want to be a. I got how many people DM me and say, "Akhi, I've
100%.
seen your thing. I want to become a Muslim." All right, cool. Come to our mosque or wherever your local mosque and just become a Muslim. It's not.
Yeah, it's easy.
Islam is the easiest way of
really-
life, akhi.
Yeah.
It is the most easiest way of life compared to other religions. It's easy, akhi.
Yeah.
So you don't need to make it more difficult than it is. Do you
Oh,
get what I mean?
mashallah. I was gonna say, so obviously, Haba's done now. Mashallah, you're on the road to like just rebuilding it,
No.
brick by brick. So talk to me about life
Become a
outside.
biography.
Yeah.
No, I think Wallah, because the reason why we wanted
Become a
to get
biography.
you here is because Allah Mubarak, we think your story is amazing.
Yeah,
and
well, that's an amazing
people
story.
can resonate
Yeah.
with your story.
And I think a lot of people, especially from like
Our
from our
communities.
community
Yeah.
as well, because a lot of us are going through it. And as I said, a
100%.
lot of our stories do mirror it as well.